Hello viewers, I am Deepti. Today I am going to discuss some important question in the form of MCQ for ICSE Class 10 Physics from the unit Light, including all the three chapters which are refraction of light at plane surfaces, refraction through lens and spectrum, leaving the topic scattering. Question number 1 from unit Light. The diagram shows the path of light through a right-angled prism of critical angle 42 degree. Which surface will appear more shiny? Option A is surface BC, B is AB and C is AC surface, and D is none of them will appear shiny, and the correct answer is surface AC, which is option number C, because TIR is occurring at this side AC, which is the hypotenuse of this triangle. So AC will appear shiny. Question number 2. In the given diagram, the phenomena occurring is A. Total internal reflection, B. Reflection, C. Refraction, and D. Dispersion. Answer is A. Total internal reflection, because you can see ray of light is deviated by 90 degree, 45 plus 45, by an isosceles right angled prism by the process of total internal reflection. Question number 3 in the diagram, identify the refracted ray. Options are A, B, C and D, because rays are there. Here option number C, which is C ray, is correct, because C is the refracted ray as it is bending towards the normal when ray is moving from air to glass. It means rarer medium to denser medium. Ray is bending towards the normal. In question number 4, choose the correct statement with respect to refraction of light when refractive indices of both the mediums is same. Option A, when light ray travels from first medium to another, it bends towards the normal. Second, when light ray travels from first medium to another, it bends away from the normal. C, there is no change in the direction of ray of light. And D, light ray is reflected back in the same medium. Option C is correct, which is there is no change in the direction of ray of light, because we know the refractive indices of both the medium is same. Question number 5. Radiations used in remote control of televisions and other gadgets. Options given are ultraviolet, infrared, X-ray and radio waves. And the correct answer is option number B, which is infrared radiations, because they travel in straight line with the speed equal to speed of light and can be easily detected by TV. Question number 6 in the diagram shows the path of light through a right angled prism of critical angle 42 degree. The angle of incidence at surface BC. BC is the base of the triangle. Options given are 90 degree, 60 degree, 45 degree and 0 degree. Because light is incident normally on the surface BC, it means angle which the incident ray makes with the normal is 0 degree. So here correct option is D, 0 degree. Question number 7. In the position of minimum deviation, A option, refracted ray is parallel to the base of the prism. B is angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. C is phenomena of total internal reflection taking place. D is angle of deviation becomes equal to angle of refraction. In the position of minimum deviation, correct option is A, refracted ray is parallel to the base of the prism, and we know angle of incidence is equal to angle of emergence here, not angle of reflection. Question number 8. If a part of lens is covered, then A option, its focal length changes, B its focal length remains unchanged but intensity changes, C only the intensity of image changes, and D intensity of image remains unchanged. And the correct option is B option, its focal length remains unchanged but intensity changes, because only the amount of light entering the lens decreases, due to which intensity of image decreases, but position, size and nature of the image formed do not change in this case when a part of the lens is covered. Now question number 9, the magnification of a lens is given by A option is minus V by U, B is minus U by V, C is V by U and D is U by V. And the correct option is C, V by U. V is distance of image divided by distance of object from the lens. Question number 10. The part of the spectrum beyond the red extreme and the violet extreme is called A option, visible spectrum, B, invisible spectrum, C, infraspectrum and D, rainbow spectrum, and the correct option is B, which is invisible spectrum. Question number 11. The one use of radiation whose wavelength is in the range of 10 nanometer to 400 nanometer is option A is to kill cancer cells, B is to detect fracture in bones, C is to cook food, and D is to detect purity of gems. And we know the radiations whose wavelength is in the range of 10 nanometer to 400 nanometer are ultraviolet radiation, and their use is option number D, to detect purity of gems. In question number 12, a lens forms the image of an object placed at a distance 15 centimeter from it. It means distance of object is 15 centimeter. It is given in front, so we are putting minus sign here. At a distance of 60 centimeter in front of it. It means distance of image is 60 centimeter. Again it is given it is forming in front of it. So minus sign should be there. Now the focal length of the lens is, we know the formula 1 by V minus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. 1 by V is 1 by minus 60 minus 1 by U is minus 15 is equal to, it means minus 1 by 60 plus 1 by 15. LCM is 60 minus 1, 15, 4 to 60, 3 upon 60, 1 upon 20. So it means focal length is equal to 20 centimeter. So the options given are A 10 centimeter, B 20 centimeter, C 30 and D 40, and the correct option is B, which is 20 centimeter. Now coming to question number 13. On passing white light through a prism, the band of color seen on a screen is called A spectrum, B rainbow, C Vibgyor and D dispersion, and the correct option is A, which is spectrum. Question number 14. The factors affecting the refractive index of a medium is or are. Options given are A. Nature of the medium, B. Temperature, C. Color as wavelength of light used, and D. All of the above. And we know the refractive index depend on all these factors. So the correct option is D, which is all of the above. Question number 15. The characteristics of the image formed by a lens are virtual, erect, and diminished. The defect of the eye which can be corrected by this lens is, A option is myopia, B is hypermetropia, C is cataract, and D both myopia and hypermetropia. Here, the characteristics of the image formed are virtual, erect, and diminished. So we know the lens used is concave lens, and concave lens is used in the correction of myopia, which is short-sightedness that is unable to see the far off objects distinctly. So the correct option is A, which is myopia. In question number 16, the phenomena of mirage occurs due to A option reflection, B refraction, C diffusion, and D total internal reflection. We have observed this phenomena in deserts on a hot sunny day, and we know the cause behind mirage is total internal reflection. Question number 17. A water pond appears to be 2.4 meter deep. It means the apparent depth is 2.4 meter. If the refractive index of water is 4 by 3, the actual depth of the pond is, we know the formula, refractive index mu is equal to real depth upon apparent depth. Here we need to find the real depth, or you can say actual depth. We need to cross multiply these two, and the value of mu given as 4 by 3 and apparent depth is 2.4. Cancellation of decimal, 8, 32 upon 10, 3.2 meter. So 3.2 meter is the actual depth of the pond. Options given are 2.4, 3.2, 3.6 and 4 meter, and the correct option is B, which is 3.2 meter. In question number 18, an object is placed at a distance of 20 centimeter in front of a concave lens of focal length 20 centimeter. So U is given as minus 20 centimeter. It is in front of the lens. And concave lens of focal length 20 centimeter. It means focal length is also minus 20 centimeter, because we know in the case of concave lens focal length is always negative. And the position of the image is, now for solution, 1 by V minus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. 1 by V is equal to minus 1 by 20 and minus 1 by 20. 20 is the LCM, minus 1 and minus 1, minus 2 upon 20, it means minus 1 upon 10. So V is equal to minus 10 centimeter. Options given are 10 centimeter behind the lens, 20 centimeter behind the lens, 10 centimeter in front of the lens and 20 centimeter in front of the lens. Option C is correct, which is 10 centimeter in front of the lens. Question number 19. Lateral displacement depends on A. Thickness of the block, B. Angle of incidence, C. The refractive index of the medium, and D. All of the above. And the correct option is all of the above, because lateral displacement is directly proportional to all these factors. In question number 20, if a pin is placed in front of a thick plain glass plate and is viewed obliquely, a number of images are seen. Out of these, the brightest image is A first, B second, C third, and D fourth. Although we know that this diagram is reduced from the syllabus for this year, but still questions are there, and here the correct option is B, which is second. We know the second image is the brightest image because due to light suffering a strong first reflection at the silvered surface. In question number 21, when a ray of light passes through a prism, the deviation is maximum for options A. Red light, B. Blue light, C. Violet light, and D. Yellow light. Option C is correct, which is violet light. Deviation is maximum for violet light because deviation increases with decrease in lambda, means wavelength. Wavelength of violet is minimum, so deviation is maximum for violet. Question number 22. One harmful effect of infrared radiations. A. Skin burns, B. Skin cancer, C. Vitamin D deficiency, D. Loss of hearing. And the option correct is A, which is skin burns. Question number 23. The frequency of yellow light of wavelength 550 nanometer. Here, wavelength lambda is given as 550 nano means 10 raised to power minus 9 meter. The speed of light V is given as 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. We have to find the frequency of the yellow light. V is equal to F lambda and frequency is equal to V upon lambda. V is 3 into 10 raised to power 8 and lambda is 550 into 10 raised to power minus 9. 3 zeros we need here. Here we are left with 10 raised to power 5. In the denominator 550. This 9 will go and add here. Now after cutting we will get the value as 5.4. So 5.4 into 10 raised to power 14 Hertz, because SI unit of frequency is Hertz, is the correct answer. Option A is 5.4 10 raised to power 13, B is 5.4 10 raised to power 14, C is 15 and 16, and the correct option is B, which is 5.4 into 10 raised to power 14 Hertz. In question number 24, the length of power 2.0 diopter. Power is given in its unit, which is diopter. So formula for power is 1 upon focal length in meter, or we can say 100 upon focal length in centimeter. Options given are concave of focal length 50, concave of focal length 50 meter or 50 centimeter, and C is convex of focal length 50 centimeter and D is convex of focal length 50 meter. So here the power is 2 diopter. So 2 is equal to 100 upon focal length and focal length is equal to 100 upon 2. So focal length is equal to 50. Focal length 50, which is centimeter, because I have used the formula 100 upon focal length in centimeter. So 50 centimeter and it is positive. So the convex length of focal length 50 centimeter, which is option number C, is the correct one. In question number 25, a convex lens forms an erect and 3 times magnified image. We know magnified image can be formed only by convex lens. Here magnification 3 is equal to V by U. It means V is equal to 3U. Is placed at the distance of 10 centimeter in front of it. The position of the image is. So U is given as minus 10 centimeter. So V is equal to 3 into minus 10. It means minus 30 centimeter, means front of the lens. So A option is 20 centimeter, B is 30, C is 40 and D is 10. And the correct option is B, 30 centimeter in front of the lens, which is indicated by this negative sign here. In question number 26, How does the size of the image change when a concave lens is used in place of a convex lens? Option A, no change in size. B, size of image will become same as size of the object. C, image will be further magnified. And D, image will become diminished. And the correct option is D, image will become diminished, because we know a concave lens always forms a virtual, erect and diminished image. In question number 27, the focal length of a concave lens is 25 centimeter. So again centimeter, so 100 upon focal length in centimeter. And the power of the lens we need to calculate. So 100 upon focal length directly given is 25. So the power is 4. And it is plus for convex and minus for concave lens. So here options given: A is plus 4D, B is minus 4D, C is plus 2D and D is minus 2D. And the correct option is minus 4 diopter, because we know the focal length is negative for concave lens. Question number 28. The highest refractive index is of. Option A is glass, B is water, C is diamond and D is ruby. And the correct option is C, which is diamond. We know the refractive index of diamond is 2.41. It means light travels 2.41 times faster in air than in diamond. In question number 29, a light ray does not bend at the boundary in passing from one medium to another if the angle of incidence is: A option is 0 degree, B is 45, C is 60 and D is 90 degree. We know the angle of incidence is 0 degree, because only then there is no change in the direction of light after reflection. In question number 30, a ray of light suffers refraction through an isosceles right angle prism. The deviation produced by prism does not depend on the, focus on this word not. Options given: A is angle of incidence, B colors of light, C material of the prism and D size of the prism. And correct option is D, size of the prism, because it does not depend on this factor. In question number 31, an angle of incidence for a ray of light which suffers minimum deviation of 36 degree. Angle of deviation is given as 36 degree through an equilateral prism. For an equilateral prism, angle of prism is also 60 degree, we know. So here we need to calculate the angle of incidence. We know the formula: delta minimum is equal to 2I minus A. Value of delta minimum is 36 degree is equal to 2I minus 60. 36 plus 60 is 96 degree is equal to 2I. So I is equal to 96 upon 2. It means 48 degree. Options given are 48 degree, 36 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree, and the correct option is 48 degree. In question number 32, arrange the following electromagnetic radiations in descending order of wavelength. Radiations given are X-rays, microwaves, radio waves and ultraviolet rays. Option A is microwaves has greater than X-rays and greater than ultraviolet radiation and then greater than radio waves. And the correct option is C, in which wavelength of radio waves is greater than microwaves, is greater than ultraviolet rays, is greater than X-rays, because they have asked us in the descending order of wavelength. Now coming to question number 33, when a white light ray falls on a prism, the ray at its first surface suffers: A option, no refraction, B only dispersion, C only deviation and D both dispersion and deviation. And the correct option is D, both dispersion and deviation, because deviation occurs at both the surface of the prism, dispersion occur only at the first surface. So they have asked about the first surface, so both dispersion and deviation occurs at the first surface of the prism. So correct option is D. In question number 34, if the speed of light in air is 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second and refractive index of glass is 1.5, mu is 1.5. The speed of light in glass. We know the formula: mu is equal to C upon V. So V is equal to C upon mu. Value of C is 3 into 10 raised to power 8 and value of mu is 1. So 3 upon 1.5 into 10 raised to power 8, it means 2. 2 into 10 raised to power 8. So the correct option is D, which is 2 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. Other options are incorrect. In question number 35, in a prism, the angle between the direction of incident ray and emergent ray is called A option, angle of prism, B, angle of deviation, C, angle of emergence, and D, none of these. And the correct option is B, which is angle of deviation. Because when a ray of light passes through a glass prism, it gets deflected twice. First while entering into the glass prism and second while coming out from the prism. And sum of these two deflections is called angle of deviation. So correct option is B. Now coming to question number 36, if a ray of light is incident normally on one face of an equilateral prism, the angle of incidence at the second face of the prism is, options given are 90 degree, 60 degree, 30 degree and 0 degree. We know it is an equilateral prism given in the question. So angle of prism A is equal to 60 degree here. Now angle of refraction from first surface is 0 in this case. So at the second surface, angle of incidence is, correct option is B, which is 60 degree. In question number 37, in a refraction of light through a prism, the light ray, option A, suffers refraction only at one face of the prism. B, emerges out from the prism in a direction parallel to the incident ray. C, bends at both the surfaces of the prism towards its base. And D, bends at both the surfaces of the prism opposite to its base. And the correct option is C, which means bend at both the surface of the prism towards its base. In question number 38, what is the change in speed of light in glass if we increase the wavelength of light? Option A is speed of light increases with increase in wavelength. B is speed of light decreases with increase in wavelength. C, speed of light increases with decrease in wavelength, and D, none of these. And the correct option is A, which is speed of light increases with increase its wavelength, because speed of light is directly proportional to wavelength of light. Increase in wavelength means increase in speed of light. Question number 39. The point on the principal axis of a thin lens through which ray of light passes undeviated is called. Option number A, principal focus, B, center of curvature, C, optical center, and D, none of these. Here the correct option is C, optical center. At the optical center, the ray does not deviate because the curvature of lens at the incident and the exit point are exactly opposite. So the deviation at first point is cancelled at the other end. So no deviation is possible at optical center. In question number 40, which of the following is the correct reason for dispersion by a glass prism? A option, light of different colors have different intensities. B, light of different colors have different speeds in a medium. C, light of different colors have different frequencies. And D, light of different colors have different energies. And the correct option is B, light of different colors have different speeds in a medium. We know when white light enters in a prism, it consists of so many different colors. Each of these different colors have different wavelength, so their speed in the mediums are different and they deviate differently. Therefore, speed of light is the important cause here. Question number 41. An electromagnetic wave has a frequency of 300 megahertz. Frequency is given as 300 megahertz. Mega means 10 raised to power 6 hertz. Has a wavelength of 10 centimeter, lambda is given as 10 centimeter and we need to convert it into meter, 0.1. Now its velocity, v is equal to f lambda. We just need to multiply these two values and the answer comes out to be 3 into 10 raised to power 7 meter per second. So correct option is D, which is 3 into 10 raised to power 7 meter per second. Other options are incorrect. In question number 42, when a ray of light enters from a rarer to a denser medium, it, option A is bent away from the normal, B is bent towards the normal, C it is undeviated, and D it reflected back in the medium. So correct option is B, because light is entering from rarer to denser medium, it bent towards the normal. Option number B is correct. In question number 43, light travels in water 3 by 4 times slower than in air. It means that, Option number A is refractive index of water with respect to air is 4/3. B is refractive index of water with respect to air is 3/4. C is refractive index of water with respect to air is 1, and D none of these, and the correct option is A, which is refractive index of water with respect to air is 4/3, because we know the principle of reversibility of the path of light. In question number 44, critical angle of glass air surface is A option 24, B is 42 degree, C is 48 degree, and D is 45 degree. We know for glass air interface mu is equal to 3/2. So sine IC, or you can say cosec IC, if we take reciprocal of this, here sine, so 1 upon mu, taking reciprocal of this, it is 2/3. So now in table of sine 42 degree we get this value 2/3. So critical angle is 42 degree. So correct option is B. Other options are 24, 48 and 45. Question number 45. Spectrum of ultraviolet waves is obtained by A option rock salt prism, B glass prism, C crown glass prism, and D quartz prism. So option D is correct, which is quartz prism, because we know ultraviolet radiations are absorbed by glass, but they can pass easily through quartz material. In question number 46, the diagram below shows an object AB placed on the principal axis of a lens L. The two foci of the lens are f1 and f2, and the image formed by lens is virtual, erect and diminished. The lens used here is, options given are A concave lens, B convex lens, C plano-concave lens, and D plano-convex lens, and the correct option is A, because the nature of the image given is virtual, erect and diminished. We know this is a concave lens. It is also known as a diverging lens. In question number 47, in case of a concave lens, the image will be formed in between A option optical center and focus f1, second option optical center and focus f2, C is on the optical center and D is on focus f1, and the correct option is B, which is in between optical center and focus f2. We know in case of a concave lens, image is always formed in between second focus and optical center. In question number 48, what will be the power of a lens if its focal length is 5 meter? So power is equal to 1 upon focal length in meter. Here it is given as 5 meter. So 1 upon 5. So power is 1/5 diopter. Options given A 50 diopter, B 5D, C 1/5D, and D 20D. And the correct option is C, which is 1/5 diopter. In question number 49, an isosceles glass prism having one angle 90 degree is called A. Totally reflecting prism, B. Partially reflecting prism, C. Refracting prism, and D. Totally diffracting prism. Option A is correct, which is called totally reflecting prism, because it turns the ray by 90 degree due to total internal reflection. In question number 50, where will be the image be formed by a convex lens when the position of the object is in between optical center and principal focus? We know this is the last case of a convex lens. A option is at the same focus point, B at second center of curvature, C is same side of the object, and D is beyond second center of curvature. We know this is the last case and image is formed on the same side of the object, and nature of the image is virtual, erect and enlarged. So option number C is correct. In question number 51, an object at a distance of 30 cm from a convex lens gets its image at the same point. The focal length of the lens is, options given are -30 cm, +30, -15 and +15 cm. Now we know when the object is placed at 2f, only then the image will be formed at 2f. It means here the image is forming at 2f. So focal length of the lens is 2f is equal to 30. So it means focal length is equal to 30 upon 2. It means 15 centimeter. It is a convex lens, so focal length is positive. So correct option is option number D, which is +15 centimeter. In question number 52, if the wavelength of light in air is lambda and another medium is lambda dash, the refractive index of the medium is, correct option is C, which is lambda upon lambda dash. Question number 53, if critical angle for a given pair of media is 45 degree, then the refractive index of the medium is, here we know the definition of critical angle. If angle of incidence is 45 degree, then angle of refraction is 90 degree. So, we know the formula for mu, it is sin I upon sin R. Here, angle of incidence is 45 degree and angle of refraction is 90 degree. So, sin 45 value is 1 upon under root 2 upon 1. So 1 upon under root 2 is the correct answer, which is our option number B, 1 upon under root 2. Question number 54. The subjective property of light related to its wavelength is A. Frequency, B. Speed, C. Colors and D. Refraction. And the correct answer is C, because wavelength subjective property is color. Question number 55. The glass prism. A option only splits colors of white light. B split color of white light and also produce colors by itself. C only produces colors by itself, and D neither splits colors of white light nor produces colors by itself. So correct option is A, only splits color of white light, because prism does not produce color but it only splits the various colors present in the light incident on it. In question number 56, which radiations are used in photography at night and also in mist and fog? Options given are X-rays, ultraviolet rays, infrared rays and gamma rays, and the correct option is infrared rays, because they are not much scattered, so they can penetrate appreciably even in fog and in mist. So correct option is C, infrared rays. In question number 57, spectrum of infrared radiations is obtained by A option rock salt prism, B glass prism, C crown glass prism and D quartz prism. So correct option is rock salt prism, because we know these radiations are absorbed by glass but they pass through rock salt. In question number 58, refractive index of glycerine with respect to air is 1.47 and the refractive index of air with respect to glycerine we have to find. Options are given. So we know that refractive index of air with respect to glycerine is 1 upon mu. Here we need to reciprocate. So now take the reciprocal of the given value, which is 1.47. 1 upon 1.47, its value is 0.68. So options given are 1.47, 0.68, 0.84 and 1.21. And the correct option is B, which is 0.68. Now 59 question. A vessel is fixed with a transparent liquid of refractive index 1.43. Here mu is given as 1.43 and the liquid is 42.9 centimeter deep. The apparent depth of the vessel when viewed normally from above. So apparent depth is equal to real depth, or you can write actual depth, upon mu. The value is given here is 42.9 divided by refractive index is 1.43 and the value comes out to be 30 centimeter. So the apparent depth is 30 centimeter. Correct option is C, 30 centimeter. In question number 60, radiations used in producing vitamin D in food of plants and animals. A option infrared, B ultraviolet, C gamma rays and D X-rays, and the correct option is B ultraviolet. Hope you have understood all these questions and the explanation given by me. I have made complete videos on unit light in different volumes. I will give the link in the description box. If you still have any doubt, you can tell me in the comment section. Thank you for watching till the end. Keep watching, sharing and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to give the comment in the comment section. Thank you.